Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jeanelle Slade. Jay is off. Another top-level official in President Trump's administration is out. Veterans Affairs Secretary David Shulkin fired by Trump today with a tweet. The president quickly replacing Shulkin with his personal physician. Now, this latest move already stirring surprise and causing concern. Angelica Alvarez has the latest from the White House.
President Trump fired yet another member of his administration via Twitter Wednesday. Veterans Affairs Secretary David Shulkin. The president wrote, in part, "I am thankful for Dr. David Shulkin's service to our country and to our great veterans."
Mr. President, thank you so much.
The decision ended weeks of speculation that Shulkin, an Obama-era holdover, was on his way out. Earlier this year, an inspector general determined that Shulkin used taxpayer dollars on a lavish trip to Europe for his wife. He paid the money back after it became public.
I've made the decision to reimburse the Treasury, to follow the IG recommendations, and I'm committed to doing what we have to do to focus on veterans and make this better.
The president intends to nominate his personal physician, Dr. Ronnie Jackson, to replace Shulkin as head of the VA.
The president's overall health is excellent.
Back in January, Dr. Jackson gave President Trump a clean bill of health after performing the first medical exam of his presidency. He's likely to face some challenges in getting confirmation.
He's going to come under a lot of heat as to how Dr. Jackson wants to pursue health care for veterans.
House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi has already expressed concern about the way President Trump let Secretary Shulkin go. In a statement, Pelosi called the move a, quote, troubling step in the Trump administration's ultimate goal of VA privatization. Angelica Alvarez, CBS News, the White House.
Now, Jackson also served as former President Obama's physician. The White House says Robert Wilkie will serve as acting VA secretary until Jackson takes over. Here in Montana, the Bullock administration now taking action to avoid even further cuts in several human service programs. Governor Steve Bullock has told state lawmakers he may need an additional $23 million in spending authority this year. Now, the governor made the request earlier this month for what's known as supplemental funding. Now, that means he'll transfer the money from next budget year to this year to avoid further cuts now, and then ask the legislature to give retroactive approval in 2019. The money will pay for higher Medicaid caseloads, nurses and psychiatrists at the state hospital in Warm Springs, and more workers to investigate child abuse and neglect. The request also includes money to pay for cost overruns at the Office of Public Defender.
The governor has no appetite for additional cuts at the Department of Public Health and Human Services. We just can't afford it, nor can Montanans. We're not asking for program expansions. We're not asking for service expansions. We're just asking for fund the programs that exist now.
State lawmakers have scheduled a conference call in May to discuss the proposal. Well, Billings may be the biggest, but Bozeman is growing twice as fast, outpacing the entire state. The annual U.S. Census shows since 2010, Gallatin County grew 20% to almost 108,000 people. Yellowstone County holds a solid #1 spot at 158,000, increasing 11,000. Missoula County comes in second at 107,000. And over those 7 years, Gallatin County moved past Flathead to take the #3 spot, pushing Flathead County to 4th. And Cascade County, where the Great Falls population has remained flat, is in 5th. The state of Montana grew by more than 6% since 2010. The population now at 1,050,000 people. More than 2 years after a deadly shooting in downtown Billings, we learn why prosecutors will not file murder charges. A memo obtained today by Q2 News shows Yellowstone County prosecutors are not confident a jury would find the shooter guilty. Prosecutors say in their memo to the Billings Police Department that the apparent victim in this case was the aggressor. The memo, dated October 2017, states Nicholas Franzen shot and killed 42-year-old Sean Allred. The two apparently fought over Franzen not paying for some cocaine. The memo states Allred threatened to come over and, quote, make it right. Later that night, Allred entered Franzen's home on North 24th Street without permission. And Franzen claims Allred cornered him and pulled out a gun before Franzen shot him around 20 times. Now, prosecutors believe a jury could reasonably find Franzen acted in self-defense. Turning to weather tonight, Bob, the floodwaters are still rising all across our region.
And we're also adding rain and snow to those floodwaters. Let me show it to you on the Doppler radar right now. Take a look at this. We still have kind of a northwesterly flow of air moving in from Great Falls in towards Billings all the way down to Sheridan. Caught up in that is some rain and rain mixing with snow tonight. But so far, most of the stuff seems to be traveling just north of the city of Billings. That being said, let's talk about some flooding issues across the region, because what we're seeing is some rapid snowmelt in places like Ponderay and Teton counties. We're getting some roads closed there. Meanwhile, over in Choteau and Blaine County, the same deal. Some county roads are being closed because of rapid snow melt. And of course, we're adding more rain and snow to those rivers as well. Meanwhile, we still have some ice jams across much of the Missouri River, Muscle River, and the Yellowstone River. Now, the one ice jam at Savage, that is 7 miles long and still causing some flooding. We're looking for kind of a wet couple of days ahead. We'll talk about that in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Bob. Well, this winter, the snow and brutal cold spelled disaster for fish ponds in south central Montana, one of the most notable areas right here in Billings at Riverfront Park. Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks biologists report a large fish kill at the park this week, and they expect to find even more as the ice melts. The cold didn't directly kill the 10 different fish species, but it did cause a trickle-down effect. The ice and snow killed the aquatic plants, and as the plants decompose, the bacteria consume most of the oxygen in the water, literally suffocating the fish. Now, Fish, Wildlife and Parks says the story isn't all bad. The fish who do survive will have less competition for the new plant growth, which means they will get bigger. Across northwest Montana, bears are playing hide and seek with hikers and biologists. Sightings of black bears and grizzlies have always been an iconic symbol of winter's end, and just like us, after a good sleep, bears get hungry. Fish, Wildlife and Parks says radio collars show more and more bears hunting for food. But that hunger draws them into residential areas and forces specialists to intervene. Hikers are urged to be bear aware, especially because bears will be far more aggressive while feeding. Coming up on tonight's 10 o'clock news, it's a big tab for the One Big Sky project. Find out how planners hope to raise more than $600,000. Plus, a small-town farmer is getting some big attention. We'll find out why. And in sports, Mick Durham is named men's basketball coach at MSU Billings. Scott hears from him.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Cohn and Jeanelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Green. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.